What if I told you that your glucose levels might be rising dangerously while you sleep, and you have no idea? And worse, this could be happening to you tonight without any obvious symptoms during the day. Most people believe that glucose problems only happen to those who already have diabetes. But the truth is that there are silent signs that begin much earlier and almost always appear when you are lying down, sleeping, completely vulnerable. And that's exactly why this video can open your eyes. Because what happens to your body during the night may be revealing a problem you haven't even noticed yet. Now, pay attention to this. During the day, your body is able to mask a lot of things. You move, walk, work. Your muscles help consume glucose from the blood. But at night, everything changes. Your body slows down. And that's when certain imbalances start to appear more strongly. And no, you don't need to be diabetic for this to happen. In fact, many people who think they are normal are already showing early signs when they just don't know how to interpret them. If you pay attention to what happens to you during the night, your own body may be trying to warn you. But before we continue, please like this video and comment below if you've ever woken up in the middle of the night without understanding why. Because it's more common than it seems, and I want to know if this happens to you. Now let's go. One of the first signs that many people ignore is waking up several times during the night. And it's not a light awakening. It's a wake-up call that feels like your body has gone on high alert. You look at the ceiling. You try to sleep again, but something seems wrong. This happens because when glucose levels rise beyond what your body is used to, it interprets this as a type of internal stress. And then it reacts. It releases hormones that put you on alert, as if something were happening. The result? You wake up. And the more this repeats, the more fragmented your sleep becomes. Another very common sign is going to the bathroom several times. And here's an important detail. When there's excess glucose circulating, your body tries to get rid of it. And one of the fastest ways is through urination. But for that, it needs to draw water from other parts of the body. So you start urinating more, and this wakes you up throughout the night, and it doesn't stop there. Right after that comes another sign that many people feel, but don't connect with anything. Thirst. That strange thirst that makes you wake up in the middle of the night with a dry mouth. This happens because your body is literally losing fluid while trying to balance the excess glucose, and then it forces you to wake up to replenish it. Now there's a sign that almost no one notices, but when they do, it's frightening. A feeling of excessive heat at night. Have you ever woken up sweating? Or feeling hot, even when the environment is normal? This may be related to glucose spikes, because these spikes can trigger inflammatory responses in the body and even alter its thermoregulation. In other words, your body literally heats up, and that keeps you awake. Now, pay attention to this, because this one is often ignored. Headaches upon waking, or even during the night. This can happen for two combined reasons. First, dehydration. Second, changes in circulation caused by this internal imbalance. And when this happens, your brain feels it. And the result is that pressure, that discomfort, that seems to come out of nowhere. Now, there's another sign that seems contradictory, but makes a lot of sense. Waking up hungry? Yes, hungry in the middle of the night. This happens because after a glucose spike, there can be a drop. And this drop in appetite activates mechanisms in your body that increase your appetite. It's as if it's saying, I need energy now. And that can make you get up to eat, even without understanding why. Now, let me tell you something important. Everything you're seeing here doesn't automatically mean you have a serious problem, but they are signs. Signs that your body may be getting out of balance. And the sooner you notice, the better. Now, if you really want to understand what's happening with your body, today there are much smarter ways to track it. I even included a link in the video description to some of the best supplements on the market that help control glucose and balance metabolism. It's worth checking out later. Moving on. Another factor that many people ignore is what you do before bed. Eating late especially foods high in carbohydrates. It can have a delayed effect. In other words, your blood sugar rises while you're asleep, and then all of this starts happening without you realizing it. Furthermore, stress also comes into play in this equation. When you are stressed, your body releases cortisol, and cortisol can increase blood glucose. So sometimes the problem isn't just diet, it's the whole package. Now think about it with me. If you combine poor diet at night, stress, and lack of movement during the day, you create the perfect scenario for these signs to appear. And the most dangerous thing about all this is that many people ignore it, because during the day, everything seems normal, but the night reveals everything. And that's why you need to start paying attention. Your sleep, your awakenings, thirst, hunger, heat, all of these are clues. And when you start putting these clues together, you begin to understand what is really happening. Now, before we wrap up, if this video made you think of someone, send it to that person. Because there are many people going through this without realizing it. And comment below which of these signs you've already experienced. I really want to know. And as I said before, take a look at the description because I left a link there with some of the best supplements that can help you in this process. And to wrap things up, thank you so much for watching until the end. Truly. And if you want to continue understanding more about how your body works and avoid silent problems like this, click now on one of the videos that are appearing on your screen, because the next video might literally open your eyes even wider.